Hi guys. Have you ever heard of self-directed play or just simply learning through play? And are you wondering how you can incorporate more of that into your homeschooling day? Or are you just struggling with how to plug it in to each subject when you find your kids doing something cool? If so, stick with me, and in this video, I'm going to share with you an example of play and how I pulled all subjects out of one experience. If this is the first time you're joining me, welcome. My name is Kylie Evanz. I am a homeschooling mom of 2 and a realtor in the Tampa Bay area. In my previous life, before kids, I was a teacher in the public school system and a reading specialist. Okay, so as I mentioned at the beginning, we're going to talk about how I will sometimes, we do curriculum. We'll do, grammar. We work there, and I have videos on different curriculums that we implement, and I can put those at the end of the video and in the links below. But I do this often too. When my kids are playing and doing something that they're enjoying and having a good time, I let them roll with it. I wait and I see what they do and what I can pull from it, some kind of learning experience to plug into our agenda for the day. The example I'm going to use today is my youngest daughter. She is in 3rd grade if she was in the public school system. She created, all on her own, just through play, a news broadcast video. And now something like that is totally relevant to what's going on today. So she started researching, the coronavirus and the weather and the beaches, and added, a couple other little details of funny things like adopting a puppy because they're begging to have a puppy. So just kind of doing all different research on the computer, and then she recorded it. She selected images that she wanted in her report, and she wrote out her report and then presented it to us in front of the family. So here's how I broke it all down. And just a little tidbit, again, all on her own. I did nothing, and there was a lot of learning going on. I was working and she was working, and here's what we came up with. When you're first doing one of these or trying to come up with how you can pull learning from play, it might take you a little bit of time, but once you get going with it, you're going to get better and better and better at it, and you're going to see learning experiences in every play activity that your kids do. So in this first image, I've got just the circle, and it says that it's creating a news broadcast. Okay, and so from the news broadcast, we've got language arts, I've got math, science, and social studies. Bubbles below it. And each one I've only put a couple things, but you, even just watching this video, could think of probably something else to add to each bubble that I've created. So for language arts, I have, integrate knowledge and ideas through research, organizing information. They're working on speaking skills, on presenting topics, writing out reports and scripts for their presentation, showing understanding of informational text with relation to real world experiences. And those are just 4 things for language arts. And then we switch to the math, and we've researched statistics. They were talking about when they did the weather, they were doing temperature comparisons. I put technology in there because they were recording and editing their video. And so that's just a couple of things. You can probably think of some more topics that we could add to that math bubble. Okay, and then science, researching germs and viruses. Weather and climate conditions are just a couple. For social studies, I've got that they researched past pandemics and diseases, previous economic conditions and economy statistics. They were dealing with government interactions during times of global crisis. Now I put that all out nicely on like a diagram for you, if I was doing this at home, I would just be opening up the agenda, thinking each subject and jotting it down, writing down the activity and then jotting down all of the different things that we did according to each subject. I wouldn't make these graphs out, but you could if you wanted to, and they're really pretty because you can make them colorful. But there you have it. You can use something they do. Maybe they're playing with Legos. Maybe they're outside, gardening or gathering plants and leaves and sticks, or anything that they're doing outside. You could come up with across all subject levels. You could pull out information that they've done and call it a day, call it a lesson. So I hope that helped, giving you an example of play and how I pulled out all the learning experiences that I saw happening during that. And as I said, you're gonna get better at it once you start doing it more. And on the days that you don't feel like pulling out that textbook or workbook and you wanna just do something else, just watch them play and interact with each other, and I guarantee you'll be able to find some learning experiences that you can jot down in your agenda and say, they did this stuff today, and this was what they learned, and this is what they did, all on their own independently without any of your help, which is awesome on days when you just need a break or you have to work. So there you have it, guys. If there's anything else I can do, put it in the comments below. I'll probably do another video like this with another example. Like I said, I'll put those links at the end of the videos that we have done, curriculum review videos. If this helped, give me a thumbs up and subscribe. I'd love to have you become a part of this community. All right, guys, see you next week. Bye.